I have lived a long life, a life that has spanned centuries. I have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of countless civilizations. I have seen the world change, evolve and decay. But through it all, I have remained. I am a relic of a bygone age, a testament to the enduring nature of the human spirit. I was born in a time when the world was young, a time of innocence and wonder. My parents were simple folk, living in a small village nestled in the heart of a forgotten forest. They were a loving couple filled with a deep sense of faith and hope. But even in their small world, there was a darkness lurking beneath the surface. As I grew, I began to notice strange things. The forest seemed to watch me, its ancient trees filled with a silent, watchful malevolence. At night I would hear whispers in the wind, voices that seemed to call out to me from the shadows. I felt a deep unease, a sense that something was wrong. One night, a terrible storm swept through the village. The wind howled like a banshee, tearing through the trees and sending the rain crashing down in torrents. In the midst of the storm, I heard a faint sound, a whisper that seemed to come from deep within the forest. I followed the sound, drawn by an irresistible force. As I ventured deeper into the woods, the storm raged around me. Lightning flashed, illuminating the twisted forms of the ancient trees. I stumbled through the undergrowth, my heart pounding in my chest. Finally, I came to a clearing, a place that seemed to be untouched by the storm. In the center of the clearing, I saw a stone circle, its ancient stones covered in moss and lichen. As I approached the circle, I felt a strange sensation, as if I were being pulled towards it. I stepped into the circle, and immediately I was enveloped in a blinding light. When my vision cleared, I found myself standing in a vast, empty plain. The sky was a swirling vortex of colors, and the ground beneath my feet seemed to be moving. A voice spoke to me, a voice that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. "You have been chosen," it said. "You are one of the last of your kind. It is your destiny to protect the world from the darkness that threatens to consume it." I was terrified, but I also felt a strange sense of purpose. I knew that I had to accept my fate. I turned to leave the circle, but as I did, the ground beneath my feet began to shake. The plain was disappearing, swallowed up by a swirling vortex of darkness. I ran, my legs burning with exertion. Just as the darkness was about to engulf me, I managed to escape. I found myself back in the forest, standing at the edge of the stone circle. The storm had passed and the world was bathed in the soft glow of the rising sun. I knew that my life would never be the same. I had been chosen, and I would fulfill my destiny. As the years passed, I grew older. I watched as the world changed around me, as empires rose and fell, as civilizations came and went. I saw the birth of new technologies, the exploration of distant worlds. But through it all, I remained, a silent observer of the human condition. I have seen the best and worst of humanity. I have witnessed acts of great kindness and compassion, as well as acts of unspeakable cruelty. I have loved and lost, hoped and despaired. But through it all, I have never forgotten my purpose. Today, I am an old man, my body frail and my mind weary. But my spirit remains unbroken. I still feel the weight of my destiny upon my shoulders. I know that there is still much work to be done, and I am determined to see it through. As I look back on my life, I am filled with a sense of peace. I have lived a long and eventful life, a life that has been filled with both joy and sorrow. But I've also lived a life of purpose. I've fulfilled my destiny, and for that I'm grateful.